Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, my voice. Hey everyone. How's it going? Yes. Hi. Yes, I saw somebody ask, when is it going to start tie-dye? And I was like, yeah, I might as well start now. Happy Sunday, yeah. Hey. Yeah, usually I start a little bit early so that I could say hi to chat, talk about anything. Yeah. Glad you guys could make it. How am I? Pretty good. Yeah. Same old. Nothing new. Just looking forward to relaxing, drawing, giving some advice on how to draw trees as usual. The usual stuff for streaming. Let's see. I check something. Yep. You've been here the longest? Yeah, I did see a couple of your messages for sure. Yeah, the stream doodle. But yeah, I guess to ask or to answer how I've been, I don't know. I've just been vibing really, do the usual, just drawing in my spare time, teaching, or Wing Canvas. So yeah, the fall term just started for Wing Canvas, so yeah, new term. And yeah, I've been playing some games on the side as well. Playing Final Fantasy 14 with my friends. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I never really thought I would get into MMOs, but I got into it because I had friends to play with, and yeah. It's really fun. And it's free too, which is crazy. Lots of it is free, and I think I already sank like 200 hours. Almost. I don't think it's 200 hours, but like 150 probably. Something around that. But yeah, very good. And what else? Yeah, because that's mostly been what's taking up my time. Trying to think of like a show that I've watched. Other than like the One Piece live action. Because I already talked about that last week. And it was really good because I think what made me really happy about the One Piece live action was that so many people who wouldn't get into One Piece are getting their intro to the live action. And honestly, I really love the live action because it has the heart of One Piece. If you heard what? I just had a what? Oh, drawing FNAF spread on a page. Yeah, I'm the same. I really like drawing spreads as well, like nice nice well drawn drawings. Like is it better than the original? I wouldn't say that it replaces the original, but it's definitely like a good intro to One Piece if you're not if you don't know how to start, I guess, or don't want to know what it's all about. Yeah, you should definitely. Well, I don't know why, but some parts in the live action are kind of like more adult than they have to be. Like it's kind of violent. Like oh my gosh, this was not in the original. So just a heads up, like if you're watching it with your mom, because I was not expecting that when I was watching it with my friends. It's like oh my gosh, it wasn't this violent in the thing. But yeah, to go back, full page spreads are also my favorite thing to draw. The ones that take a long time. Hi. But yeah, the FNAF movie, it's coming out like next month too. Live action. Crazy. But the thing about the trailer though that I didn't like is that they had red eyes, which is kind of cheesy. They had like eyes like this. They looked like this. And then Angie. I kind of prefer like in the first one when they looked like this. It's like way creepier when it was like the soulless empty eye and then like the little dot. That's what their eye used to look like. I feel like this was way better of a direction for them instead of like the red eyes. I don't know. Oh, really? I freaking yeah, I wasn't reading the chat. I was just talking about it. Yeah, multiple trailers. Yellowish white ones. Really? I haven't been keeping track. I've only watched the first one, I think. Oh, really? Everyone hated it. Okay, I did not know that. I thought I was like in the minority, or like people didn't mind. Yeah, hello, welcome. And also, I haven't really been following the lore, honestly. It's been like years since I paid attention. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't Sonic bad. So like, if they had kept it, I would not have minded. So, yeah. Everyone was mad. It went against the lore, I see. Yeah, Golden Freddy's eyes made me think of Sam. Do not follow the lore. Okay, if you say so. What topic? Oh, we're just talking about stuff. Like, we're talking about the FNAF movie. Just about, like, anything that comes to mind, really. Yeah, ask me anything. Because I think I will start in, like, 7 minutes. Probably. Yeah, I remember when game theory was not FNAF focused. When it was, like, a new thing. Yeah, hi. Yeah, right now it's just doodling. So the eyes are a lore thing. Yeah, I guess so, if people are saying so. Completely. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing for One Piece. Everyone's like, oh, One Piece is so goofy. You know, it looks like it's for kids. But then the live action came around. I'm like, yeah, it is pretty goofy for sure. But it's a good kind of goofy. Yeah, and I'm only like a recent One Piece fan too. It's not something I grew up with. I was a Naruto kid growing up. I only started reading One Piece like 2, 3 years ago. So yeah, I read it. I did not watch it. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know that the eyes were so important for FNAF. And what else? I'm trying to think of like games recently that I've been looking forward to. Did you guys see the Nintendo Direct? Because yeah, there's finally another solo Peach game. So a game all about just Princess Peach. I think the last one was like in the Game Boy era. Pretty sure. Yeah, Little Nightmares 3, yeah, I see a lot of people hype for that too. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, the new Final Fantasy remake, part 2. That's crazy. So I heard that the Final Fantasy, the second part, it's gonna need 2 discs, just like the because of how big it is. That's like on the PS5 too. Ooh, what is a TTYD? Do tell. Yeah, yeah. All the forms of the Peach game look pretty good, for sure. But yeah, somebody tell me, what is TTYD? Oh, Thousand Year Door. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Paper Mario. Yeah, isn't that like a remake? Because that was a GameCube one, if I remember right. A totally terrible YouTube job, of course. Why didn't I think of that? But yeah, I still haven't played Tears of the Kingdom either, just because I don't know, it's expensive. What drawing app am I using? I'm using Clip Studio. Yeah. I think what time is it? Maybe I'll just get started a little bit early actually, since I did join pretty early. So let's see. Oh, I'll just combine these two. Boop. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. And today we'll be talking about how to render trees, right? So I'll show you guys how to draw one tree, what to keep in mind, some techniques, how to draw a whole forest, right? How to balance the colors most importantly. And then what won the poll was a glowing tree. So look forward to that once we start drawing it. And before I continue, I will read chat. Ooh. Drawing traditionally after drawing digital for a month. I know, right? Like, it's such a different world. Like, honestly, I haven't drawn traditionally in years, so yeah, it's gonna be way more of a rude awakening for me too if I go back. But yeah, before I continue onto the stream, I want to remind everybody that we're not just a YouTube channel, we're also an art school. So let's see, where is my script? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we have to make sure that we art nerds stick together. And if you're an art nerd too, be sure to check out the links to our social media in the description below. And check out our website for our class offerings where you can get critique, guidance, and encouragement from instructors like me. Because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're also an art school. And if you'd like to support us so we can keep making free content, consider supporting us by becoming a YouTube member. For channel perks, exclusive channel perks, like emotes, sub badges, or supporting us on Patreon for as little as $2 per month, where you can get access to perks like my working files, critique sessions, class recordings, and a huge discount on classes that have limited amounts of spots, so be sure to check those out before they're gone. So yeah. And let me get some files ready here. Okay, there, I got my file. This is your first stream? Welcome. I'm glad you could make it. So, let me fix the chat. There we go. So, trees. So, it's pretty simple, right? Everybody has seen a tree. I hope you've seen a tree before. But I'll start by doing like a little demo just to showcase. I'll do a little... Yeah, welcome. I'm glad there's lots of first timers here. So yeah, get cozy, because we'll draw. It's time to draw. So the first thing that I usually like to start with is the leaves, right? Yeah, hi. So for the leaves, I usually like to start off with a dark color first. And try to block out the shape of the tree. And I'm using this really textured brush, right? So it's totally fine if you have a different brush. I'm only using this one because it has a nice texture to it. So let me show you. So it doesn't have to be the specific brush that I'm using, because honestly, you could use any old brush. You could use the smooth brush even. But I like the effect of this textured brush. It gives it some nice roughness, I guess, that a tree would have, I guess, because of how numerous the leaves are. It wouldn't be a smooth surface. Right there. And there. Maybe I'll start and I'll give it like a more interesting shape, probably. Maybe I'll make it top off somewhere right here. Yeah, what are your favorite trees? Willow trees. Ooh. I haven't thought about it, but favorite trees. Um, you could tell I'm the guy who doesn't go out much. But aesthetically, I do like fall trees, even though, yeah, it's my job to shovel them up. Or not shovel, but like rake the leaves up. But they're still nice though. I think fall is my favorite season, so. Just because of all the nice oranges and stuff. Ooh, birch trees. But I guess the answer, in the sense of my favorite tree, maybe spruce, just because of Minecraft. The spruce trees. Oh yeah, the what are they called again from the Lorax? Yeah, the little fluff trees. I'll darken it a little bit actually. Yeah, so I darkened it a little bit just to explain, because I will now put in the bright light. The truffler trees. Pine trees. Word. Yeah, spruce trees, cherry blossoms. Yeah, lots of nice trees. But yeah, here comes the important part actually. So for trees, right? I start off with the dark, and then I start off with the bright shapes right here. So try to imagine which parts are at the top, right? And which parts are getting hit with the sunlight. And notice, right, that the shadow is really dark, and then the light is really bright. So if you take a look at my color wheel, you can see the dot. It's all the way at the bottom, right here. But then the light is all the way up here. There's like a huge gap between the two. So that's called contrast. And contrast is super important when it comes to drawing trees. So yeah. Yeah, Bougain... I don't even know how to pronounce it. Bougainvilleas. Let me look that up. I'm curious now. Magnolia trees? Are those trees? Bougainville. Oh, okay. It's like a vine. Wow, these trees are pretty nice, actually. Wowie. Bougainvilleas. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm sorry. Yes, good time zone. I like that greeting. Good time zone. Yeah, so the way I'm imagining how I'm putting the light, right? It's kind of like when you shade a circle, right? Then obviously the top part would have the light, basically. So this is the smooth version, right? But obviously, leaves are not smooth, you know, they are layered. So it would not be perfect like this. It would not be perfect like a spear, but it does help you get a feel for how it would be. And so for this one, it's kind of like clouds in a way, so it's the same way you would render clouds, basically. And I especially like just the vibe of snow-covered trees as well, pine trees. Yeah, the winter vibe. I'd say winter's my favorite season. My second favorite season, I mean. And just because it's so nice, you could tell I like the cold season. Yeah, and so the way I pictured it, right, is that this area is kind of jutting out to the front. And yeah, you could do this on 2 layers, but usually I do it on 1 layer, but yeah, feel free to do whatever. As long as you get the colors right, that's the most important part. And then after you're happy with the shape, what I like to do is I like to color pick the color in between. And then I sort of blend it together. So I do like the edges. Because I'm not completely blending it, as you can see. Try to avoid, like, never do this. Never do like a smooth transition like that. Unless you're adhering to like a specific art style, then yeah, it's totally fine if you use a soft brush. But most of the time, it's better to leave that texture on. Right here. There. Because I see a lot of students, right, who are just starting out with digital. I see it a lot. They get overzealous with the airbrush, and it ends up making everything look really soft. And you miss out on a lot of the detail that could be added in. So yeah, try to be wary, right? Try to, what's it called? Try to avoid over blending, because I made that mistake myself. Doop doop. And bloop bloop bloop. And you can tell it's very painterly. I don't really do line art for the background, so I don't do line art too much anyway, but yeah, it's nice and painterly because most anime they use painted backgrounds, and it just fits. It fits a lot. No, airbrush tool exists. I'm like, whoa, airbrush. I mean, I don't blame them. I love the airbrush tool myself, so oh my gosh. And I do airbrush in real life as well. It's really nice. Yeah, exactly. Underblending has a better chance because blending is usually for fogging up details, pretty much. It's for obscuring detail or implying that something is really smooth, right? So that's like the best use for it. Then I'm gonna carve out some holes. So right here. Maybe I'll just merge it just to make my life easier. Like you could honestly keep it in separate layers if you'd like to, but personally I don't mind just keeping it on the one layer. Right here. Ooh, for cosplay. Yeah, vibrant or weathered. Yeah. Because honestly, it is pretty fun to hand paint as well and try to do that smooth gradient. But I gotta admit, airbrushing makes it so much easier in real life. Use the airbrush, yeah. And I'm not saying that you should stop airbrushing for digital. Like, it's just a good blend. Try to blend both smooth and both hard edges. Very important. So yeah. And now I'm gonna add in the branches. Ooh, soft pastels instead of the airbrush. So, what color should my tree be? And another tip I have, right, is that it's easier to add contrast than to remove contrast. So, it's totally fine if you start off really light and then add in the shadows. This is especially true for traditional, because in traditional, right, once you go dark, it's kind of hard to go back to brighter colors, so be aware of that. And for traditional, yeah, you're able to, but it saves you tons of time if you just add in contrast instead of working hard to remove it. Too much trouble. Yeah, and as you can see, actually, while I'm adding the branches, I'm adding them onto the underside, pretty much. And I feel like, okay, it's kind of offset. Let me offset this tree a little bit, because it does not look balanced. Just so it looks like it could balance all that weight. And honestly, this isn't a tree in particular that I am referencing. I'm just making up a tree. But if you do have a chance to use reference, right? Pay attention to the leaf shape, like the leaf clump, not like each individual leaf, but how the leaves bunch up, how the branches curve and like take shape. Because those are the two most important things I'd say, is the form of the tree and the color. So yeah. Would airbrushes work for blur too? Yeah, they would. For sure. Ooh, and digital, the way I start off would be... Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you take a look at my canvas right now, right, you could see that I made a blue background. And this is the same technique that painters use in traditional. They make a base coat. Because if you take a look here... let me get rid of it. So you can see how different the colors act, right? So in gray, the green is super, super vibrant, super bright. But then if I put the blue, it fits right in. Right? It's like, it's a nice backdrop. Oh yeah, and thank you. Yes, it is a nice tree, very, very cozy tree. And now I'm gonna work on adding more shadows onto this tree, the branch. I think that's a little bit too dark. So I think I'm gonna darken these a little bit. Nice dark purple. Yeah, so you can see that from here I am working from lightest to darkest. There. And there. And then I'm gonna add in a darker value, maybe darker. Oh, you got an ad? Well, thanks for being patient though, because ads, they help us a lot. Help us support the channel, you know. Keep making free stuff. Bob Ross. Helps paint. Oh, yeah. Also, I just realized I forgot to feature the monthly submissions. I will do that in a little bit after I finish this one tree. Sorry about that. I just realized. Oopsies. But I'll finish up this tree. So yeah, this part is a little bit brighter because I imagine that it curves forward, like onto us. And then this part is kind of in shadow a little bit. Yeah, well, we can't do them now just because we have a longer time thing now. We have a longer time slot, I'd say. But I will do that in a little bit. So we have the last touch, which is to add some even brighter parts onto the tree leaves. Now this one you do this sparingly, so try to add them like not too much. So I'll say like the light is coming from the left, and so I think right here, and I'll just merge them all together just to save me some time. Yeah, and notice that my colors, right? My shadow, it's very cool. It's closer to blue, and then the middle, it starts moving towards yellow, right? And then this one, yellow-green. And then finally the light, it's way closer to yellow. So pay attention to how the color is moving, right? It's all like... The shadows are cooler, and then the lights are warmer, basically. But yeah. Try to watch 2 streams at once. Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to that because VTubers sometimes they stream at the same time. Then I just leave one on. Switch between the two. Yeah, and for this step, by the way, be careful. Do not add like a big clump like this, because it could make the drawing look flat. So you could push it, right? You could add like bigger areas of light, but it's better if you use it sparingly, like this. It's always good. Oh, all right, bye. The VOD's still gonna be here, so you could always just watch it. Watch the finished product. But yeah, that's our quick tree. And that's pretty much what goes into it. That's like the quick techniques. And so yeah, I'm sorry, I'll go into the submissions now. Real quick. So yeah, here you go. This is the theme, for those who don't know. It's the 4 elements. And this one is by Anne, or Fox Rainbow. And she painted like watercolors, with watercolors I mean. So yeah, I really like the earth, the earth one, because it has like a structure and all the nice greens and browns, really reminiscent of earth. And yeah, and it's not often that we get traditional art, so I wanted to feature this. Yeah, the fire speaks to me. Yeah. And I like that for air, right? Usually people associate air with like blue, with the leaves. This one is like a deserty vibe. There's like two pillars that could be like some sort of figure, maybe. It's nice. And the wave, it's nice and layered. Right? It kind of looks like acrylic, actually, but I think she mentioned that this is watercolor. So, and then lastly, the fire. Right? It has nice movement. Very, very alive, very erratic, as fire should be. So yeah. Very nice. Finally up to speed. Yeah. Water is looking amazing. It's nice and layered, right? That's my favorite thing about painting, is like putting layers upon layers. And yeah. Thanks for submitting, Anne. And then next up is by Ray. Yeah, so this is their artwork for the elements. And I really like the blending, especially for the wind. Like you could see the hair, like the hair floof, the, what's it called? The ahoget. The cowlick, basically. It has a nice blend to it. And then I like that fire and water holding hands. And then that earth has like a nice vine swing. Very cute. And I feel like this one is an example where it could really improve it a lot if you made the background a little bit more hard-edged, because I noticed that they use the airbrush. Like for example, the tree that's closest to them, I imagine that should be a harder edge. So that's my advice for that one. But otherwise, I really like it. You know, cute little adorable chibi elements. Very cute. And then the next one is by, you don't see it, but this is by Snarver, and she drew this. So yeah, you can see that there's like a lightning person. And I'm not sure if this is an OC or not, but it looks like One Piece because I think that's the Marine logo in the background. Yeah, it's really reminiscent of One Piece, but I'm trying to remember if she puts a description. But I really like the vibrant colors, right? It's very neon. Yeah, there is a guy in the water, so like, let me move a little bit. Yeah, there's like a little dragon as well behind. So yeah, I like the little mustache birds as well. So yeah, I really like it because not a lot of people want to attempt adding backgrounds to the drawings, so I appreciate the efforts. You know, people should just try, honestly. But also, the one thing that I would give advice to as well is that I didn't know this was a saber right here. So like, try to remember the silhouette of your character. Because like, this little saber on the pink-haired person's head, or right next to it, I mean, it's kind of blending to like the sky. So yeah, is 100% cosplaying Luffy. I mean, yeah, I can see it. It's like his Dressrosa drip, like the one with the sunflowers. I think that's one of my favorites too. Next to like the Whole Cake Island, the suit for Luffy. So yeah, thanks for submitting. And I look forward to seeing more. It's always nice. Yeah, let me go back. Go back onto the lesson at hand. And so, I'm gonna add like a little ground here. Maybe a little bit darker. Yeah, so I want to talk about colors some more, actually. Because colors help with deciding how much detail you have, right? So now I'm gonna draw a tree that is closer onto our... closer onto the scene. So like, I'll just draw this really quickly because I do want to get to like the glowing tree. That's our main thing for today. Maybe not that dark. Yeah, so let me just put down my colors first before I start explaining. Beep. Beep. And right there. So the most important thing about any scene, not just trees, is the contrast, right? So I talked about it earlier. You can see that the contrast of the middle tree, which is our main focus tree, it's very even, right? So we have this really dark shadow, and then this really bright light. So let me show the comparison. So there's like a big range, right? We got darks, we got lights, light colors. But then for something like the foreground and the background, it would be very low contrast. So I'll show what I mean by that in a second here. Because usually, right, the closer things get to the camera, the more detail you would see. So let me add some detail. Because I know like a lot of people struggle with this. Tree jump scare. But yeah, let me finish up this drawing, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. But I do have a story to tell actually. So apparently, my parents tell me the story. One of the first movies I've ever watched in the cinema was the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't know which one, but apparently I was like really young, and my dad wanted to watch it. And apparently the Ents, you know, the tree people in Lord of the Rings, they traumatized me apparently. And my parents told me that I wouldn't come near trees for like a good like week because I was afraid they would like come to life and like talk to me. Yeah, they freaked me out. They're like giant trees. But now, I know the Ents, they're pretty cool, you know. Rewatching the Lord of the Rings trilogy like a while back. They're just lazy now. Just don't want to do anything about anything. But really funny. Childhood trauma. Haha. But yeah, I can safe to say I'm not scared of trees anymore. So no need to worry about me. It did not leave a lasting impression. Beep, beep. And there. And doot doot. And let me add some like little texture onto the leaves. Deathly afraid of butterflies. Deforestation arc. Yeah, my evil arc back when I was like 7. Or I hate trees. Now you want to draw trees? Well, I'm glad I inspired you to draw trees because it's pretty fun. But yeah, butterflies. For sure. Because I know they're beautiful and all, but they're still insects, and I know people tend to be afraid of insects, right? The One Slayer. Oh god. The One Slayer arc. But, what was I talking about? Yeah, I get it, because for some cultures, right, butterflies represent, like, loved ones, right, who came back. You know, loved ones who passed away. Specifically, they're like spirits. But yeah. For some people, it does represent death, because of, like, the metamorphosis, you know, of butterflies. And there. So yeah, I think yeah, hi, welcome. How bad can I be? Oh gosh, that song. Yeah, I found it funny. I remember, the Lorax, it's all about like the environment. But then I remember they did a collab with like a car ad, which is like, oh my gosh. It's so counterintuitive. Pretty funny. So it's like the Lorax and like a car. I'm like, he would never do that. He'd never be in a gas car. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna talk about contrast now. Well, you should do time. But yeah, you can see that if something is closer to you, you would see a lot more the detail of the tree, right? It just makes sense because the closer something is, the more detail you would just see of it. It's just the logic, right? But the colors that I picked, right, pay attention, is like you can see that this is the brightest part of the trunk, and then this is the darkest part of the trunk. Look at how little the difference is, right? It's very low contrast. So low contrast means that the light and the dark don't have much in difference, right? So pay attention to like the little dot. It's not moving too much. But then if you go here, this is the darkest part of the leaves, and then this is the brightest part of the leaves. You can see that there's a lot of movement between the two because it's high in contrast. And usually the thing that you want to focus on has the most amount of contrast. So yeah. So the thing in the foreground has the darkest colors, right, usually. But then it doesn't have the, what's it called? The highest contrast. Just to help things, just to help it, the focus, I guess. Make it easier to focus on one thing. And then, let me do some trees in the distance. So, like that. This should be good. Yeah, this is light enough. And so now I'm just gonna add like a bunch of trees in the background. I guess I'll keep it simple because I do want to move on. So there. And then the leaves. There. And right there. So the trees in the background will not have much contrast either. So now I'm gonna add like a shadow onto this. But I'll only move ever so slightly. Like this. Maybe this nice blue. Yeah, I should have added more blue, honestly, onto the shadow. Maybe I'll just stick with the original, which is green. So yeah, that's basically the secret to drawing any sort of scene that is busy, is to remember the colors. So remember to balance your contrast, balance your light and dark, and use the most amount of contrast on the thing you want to focus on. Yeah. The tree looks like it has cheeks, so I don't see it anymore if it did. But yeah, it's gonzo now. No more cheeks for the tree. But yeah, so you could see that once you get the hang of it, get the hang of like that concept, it can become really, really quick. Because honestly, I only took a lot of time just to explain it. So yeah, imagine if you didn't have to explain it, just jump right in and draw your scene. But yeah, that is our little forest. So yeah, I'm finally gonna get started on like the real deal. So that was just a demo. Get out of here. I wanted to do a glowing tree because that's what won the poll. And let's see. Where is it? Where's my layers? There. And oh, my YouTube chat disappeared. Yeah, this is the part where we just vibe. I mean, we have been vibing, but this one, we're just basically going to apply everything that we put onto onto the scene. Yeah, glowing tree. Oh yeah, so I guess here's a question for you guys. What color do you guys want the tree to be glowing? Do you guys want... I'll list down the colors I feel like. So let me write it down. So pink. Or you know what? I'll make a poll. What am I doing? Okay, yellow, orange. Okay. I'll start a poll right here. So color, and then so yellow, pink, add option, orange, and then let's see, white. Ooh, white, add option, white. Alright, I will now start the poll. I'll give it like a minute or two. So yeah, feel free to look in chat. There's a poll that's up. And yeah. In the meanwhile, you know, while I wait for the poll to fill up, I will I'll draw the composition. Here. Ooh, purple. Ah, you could have included that, but I guess pink is the closest to purple. So maybe I'll make it a purplish pink if it wins. Because it's looking like pink is winning so far. Yeah, so right now I'm, like I said earlier, I like to start off with the background color. Yes, orange and yellow. Yeah, you're right. I should have, yeah. I should have been listing down like the similar ones together. Purple trunk, pink leaves. Yeah, we can do that. For sure. And then, okay, I will lower the opacity a little bit. And yeah, the most important thing, right, like I mentioned, other than the colors itself, is the shape. So I will... Maybe I'll just keep it simple. I won't overthink the composition too much. But I do know that it's not going to be any sort of tree in particular. So I just want it to be like some sort of fantasy tree that I made up. Ooh, maybe glowing fruits that have some complementary colors. Yeah, the Field of Hopes and Dreams trees, the little square red trees. That's my favorite track, by the way. Field of Hopes and Dreams, so good. In Deltarune. Ooh, star fruits. Yeah, let's do that. Once we cross that bridge, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just working on composition. So maybe I'll add like a little stone here. Just to frame everything together. Beep, beep. Star fruits. Yeah, since it's nighttime, you know, we could add like a meteor shower in the background as well. So let me do this. I'll add this and this. And then, I don't know if I should add another tree. Maybe I'll draw the leaves in first, like that. And maybe I'll make this rock smaller, actually. Don't want it to be blocking too much. I don't know if... Yeah, I'll put it further away. Beep, beep. But yeah, basically remember that the closest one, the foreground, has the darkest, and the background usually has the lightest values. Usually. But then the focus always has the most amount of contrast. Ooh, it should be in a cave. I kind of want it to be outdoors because I want the sky to be shown. If the tree is gonna go pink, would the background be a sunset? No, in the poll I specified that it'd be nighttime actually. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the poll now actually. So orange is number 2, and then white and yellow are actually tied. Wow. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go with pink, pinkish orange for sure. Yeah, thanks for voting. Doop. Yeah, I wanted to include glowing trees because that's what I like to draw the most, honestly. Glowing anything. Because glow dodge, my favorite layer. Then I'll add like a little stone path. And I wonder if there should be another tree. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just make like a bigger boulder. Or I'm not sure what I should put here to frame it. If the trees are gonna be in a cave, make a skylight. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with a cave though. Because I want the sky. Only reason I could think of glowing tree. Or attracting prey. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Bioluminescent tree. That looks like it's on water. Yeah. Because it is important to keep it flat first, and then decide on the details afterwards. There. Here. I'm trying to see how, like, dense I should make the background. I'm not sure. Or if I should add, like, the tree again. Oh, we'll see. What time is it, actually? Yeah, we got time. I could do a purple glow to a pink. Like alternate firefly colors. Yeah, you guys have the right idea. Doot doot. But in the meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what I could put. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something to give context to this glowing tree. Because I put a pathway. And then I put this boulder right here. Nice boulder. To like shape everything. I wonder if I should just like keep this clear actually. And then mountains maybe? We'll see. Actually, I'll just save it. I'll just keep this flat because it's easier to add stuff anyway onto a painting. So I'll add the color back. And let's see, let me put these together into a folder. And also I realized that maybe I shouldn't have merged this together, actually, but doesn't matter. But yeah, speaking of Venus flytraps, I have been in that rabbit hole of YouTube shorts. There's this one person who, they own a bunch of Venus flytraps, and yeah, basically that's what they dedicate their channel to. Just all about facts and like how they act, basically. Like I didn't know that Venus flytraps, you know, the surface of it, it apparently gets insects drunk, and that's how they get them to stay. And then the way that they know how to close their mouth is they have these tiny hairs in the mouth, and for the Venus flytrap. And then once it gets scratched up, those hairs, that's when it closes up and then catches the fly. Pretty pretty crazy. Ooh, is it better to do fully glowing or just trunk or leaves or not both? Okay, so what I imagine, right, is that the tree is glowing, and then the gaps, I imagine that the gaps have like light seeping through them. That's what I imagine. But I will cross that bridge when I get there. That is what I imagine. To let you guys into my thought process a little bit. Doot, doot. But yeah, Venus flytraps they're pretty metal. Just nature at its most violent. That's crazy. It gets insects drunk, and then they eat it. Freaky. Yeah, and apparently they do that because they don't get enough nutrients from the ground. So they get nutrients from like the prey that they catch. Is the glow natural? Maybe it's caused by people. And if it was, I would make glowing runes in the trunk. Ooh. Actually, the vibe I was going for is that it's a lone tree, right? So it makes it seem like it's ancient or like something to be revered, so that it's rare, you know? Something naturally occurring. But maybe I'll add the runes, some sort of runes onto the rock or something. The stone. And there. Doot, doot. And then I'll add pink. Maybe I'll make it the orangey pink, not the purpley pink. Let's see. Yeah, it's sort of pink. It's more leaning to orange. Just because I don't want it to look like a cherry blossom. So let me just put down my base right here. I'll just put all the base colors and stuff. Oh, the sunseed tree from the Dragon Prince. Or like the sun tree, or the sunflower from Tangled. Yeah, I gotta say, Tangled is probably my favorite Disney princess movie. It's really good. I love Tangled. Beep. Out of like all the ones, the classic ones. And maybe I'll make the add in the base color of the ground. Like that. Yeah, it looks like salmon pink. Yeah. And yeah, it is important to try your best to keep it more or less what you want the values to be. But it's okay if you don't get it the first time around. Like, oh no, I drew on the wrong layer. Okay, let me clean it up. Of course, can't always go smoothly, I guess. I gotta erase my sketch because I accidentally put it on the same layer as the thing. Not too bad though. There and there. Okay, so let me get rid of the background. Yeah, and you can see, right? You can see why it's so important to have a base color. Because look at our colors, right? Our pink is so cool looking. Like, it is cool, but cool as in like bluish, you know? Purplish. And you can see the tree trunk. You can tell that it's very, very purple. And the rock is super blue. And then that the grass is really, really green. Or green-blue, I mean. But then if I turn it on, the background, you can see that with the context, it makes sense, right? Super important to get the base color. Yeah, happy accidents, for sure. And I think... There. And let me get rid of this. Get out of here. And then I think I'll add more of an interesting shape onto the background here. Yeah, and you can see that I'm not really doing anything special, right? I'm not using any special brushes or anything like that. But I am using this brush because it has a nice texture. So that's, sometimes there are just some niches that, you know, a smooth basic brush can't fill. Because it'll take forever if I did it manually with the thing. Oh, don't worry, I'll add the stepping stones back in. So right there. Stepping stones. Be a little bit brighter. There. It's okay. I have it in my head, so I don't need the sketch. The stepping stones like that. And I wonder if I should add like another... It like kind of looks like a grave now if I add like a stone here. But we'll see what we can add there later on, because I do want to focus on the tree Hi, just got here. Welcome. Yeah, maybe on the right, so you could place some animal going towards the tree. Ooh, like a bird. It looks beautiful. Oh, thank you. Well, it's not over yet, you know? This is just the base. And then... Yeah, so I imagine, right? We were talking about it earlier. I started with the darkest color, right? And in this case, the light is coming from the inside. So now the inside is going to be the brightest, I imagine. So let me do this. Maybe that's too bright actually. I'll add... Now this time around, I'll make the outsides darker. So like this. Because, you know, if the light is coming from the inside, it's kind of getting filtered by the leaves, basically, that aren't glowing. So now, the outside is slightly darker compared to the inside. Like, it's still bright, no doubt, but compared to the inside, just like going to be hot white. Hot white bright. Okay. Let me add some more texture. I'm in the opposite vibe. I'm liking just painting and stuff, and yeah. Really? Yeah. Line art is so, yeah, it's so layered. Like what you could do with it. Like what you could do with line weights and you know how you could express lots of things with it. But yeah, for sure. And like well done line art is so good, honestly. Like it's really, really well done. It just hit. But for me, I've fallen out of love with line art. Because I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of having to draw the same drawing again and cleaning it up. And especially when it gets to coloring. When it gets to coloring, it's very restricting because I gotta color between the lines and like... I kind of don't want that. I kinda just wanna... just color. Yeah, it couldn't function. Well, yeah, that's fair, right? Like, if you feel like it works for you, then don't change. Just do what works for you. Yeah. And you can see that I'm working real slowly, just getting the shapes right. There. And there. And then I'll add like the little glow afterwards, I think. Oh, I darkened that by accident. Yeah, because this time around I want to focus on the tree. Because last time when I was drawing the desert, I should have focused on the sand, honestly. I focused too much on like the little building that I drew for that one. Yeah. Doop, doop. And right there. And also, little plug, right? Just want to remind everybody, I'm also a teacher for Wing Canvas because, yeah, their YouTube channel is really nice and all, but then if you want classes with me, or with Jesse, Josh, and other instructors, you know, check out the website. Take classes with us. And, yeah, I get to see your artwork and, yeah, actually help you out with your artwork. So if that's something that's interesting you, yeah, feel free to check out the site. Little plug. Doop, doop, doop. And right there. Ooh, the drawing app you use has a brush called Particle Brush. Ooh, texturing sand. It's like, I imagine... It's like the MS Paint one, maybe? Wait, hold on, let me try to remake it. Part density. Is it like this? Kind of like Particle Brush. Ooh. Because I do love me my particle brushes too. So, yeah, I think this should be good for now. And then I'm gonna add a glow dodge so that more glowy. Oh wait, using the wrong. Beep. Beep. And then I'm gonna add, yeah, maybe I'll add a glow dodge onto the leaves. Okay, maybe that's too bright. Yeah, so I'm using the layers, these layer modes to give me like an easier time of estimating the colors, basically. And I'll add some shadows with multiply. Multiply, bloop bloop. Instant pointillism, yeah. So let's see. Boop. There. Yeah, pointillism is just so crazy. Just putting dots together in like a certain space to form an image. Crazy. Yeah, so let me see. Actually, I want. There we go. Maybe that's a nicer shadow. So I made my shadow more vibrant by picking a more saturated color. More saturated blue for our shadow. Doop doop. Yeah, so I basically just gave myself colors to work with. And then I merge it together. Oh, okay, not everything, but merge, yeah, you together. And then this one. Yeah, I'm gonna carve out some holes onto the tree. And actually, yeah, maybe I'll add like a lighter. Oh, that's why. There we go. I'll add a lighter branch on the inside. But I don't know, maybe it kind of interferes actually, maybe I won't. Maybe something like this. There. There. And yeah, I'm trying to make the balance basically. Because it doesn't seem like there's enough branches to hold everything together. So I'm adding a few. Doot, doot, doot. And yeah, it's a slow process, but it's starting to come together, basically. Doot. And right there. And also, I gotta say, I really like the 2-hour time slot now because I could actually take my time, you know, and chat with chat. Because I have time to teach, and I have time to actually, you know, read and entertain chat. It's nice. So yeah, so for those of you guys who are still here, you know, ask me anything. Feel free to ask anything, whether it's related to the stream or something you just want to know, you know. Feel free to speak your mind in chat. Happen for the time to be extended. Yeah. Oh, how about this? Here's a question for chat. So, maybe some of you guys play instruments, but maybe some of you don't. But if you could play one instrument, what would you want to play? Because I think for me, I would want to play the accordion. Just because it looks so cool whenever people play the accordion. And it seems like a lot goes into it, you know? It seems like a very nuanced instrument. Because it's like a piano, but then like you accordion it. I don't know what the verb is. Ooh, a xylophone. You could already play a xylophone. Well, actually, there are like some really good xylophone players. Steel pan. Ooh. What do you meant for classes for young artists? Like not the college kind of young. Just any class in one canvas, honestly. So we have level 1 classes. So like say you want to draw anime, right? You want to draw like fan art, you like drawing characters. There's cartooning and anime. There's level 1 and then there's level 2, right? So level 1 is great for, you know, beginners or people trying to get back into it. But honestly, all the levels, right? We always try to accommodate for everyone. So, whichever one you pick, we will try our best to, you know, help you out in what you want to learn, right? But then, actually going back, so there's cartooning and anime, and there's digital art, right? Digital art is the same. There's like a level 1 and level 2. And that one focused on digital stuff. So like learning about your tools, about your software. Yeah, because I feel like the strength of Wing Canvas, right, is that you actually get to talk to someone. And that's why I always encourage people, just talk, you know? Let us know what's on your mind so that we could help you out better. Because that's honestly a really good skill to have as an artist, is to vocalize what you want. Vocalize what you want to know, what you don't know. It's very good. Yeah. So for classes, it's like that. But then mentorship? Mentorship is if you want to take it a little bit more seriously. So that one is 2 hours. And then classes are usually 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, trees. It looks so cool. Thank you. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to balance the glow effects. Yeah, hopefully find something that fits you. Something fun. Oh, you draw on your phone. Ooh, animation feature for Ibis Paint. Yeah, I also saw that lots of people are hyped for Procreate. Their new animation software. It's like 20 bucks and it's really nice apparently. Ooh, the shine of the sunset? Well, actually, it's not a sunset. It's like the dead of night with the sun. No sunset. Let's see. Maybe I could make it brighter slightly. And it's a little bit messy the way I'm doing it, to be honest. But could have been cleaner. Yeah, Procreate Dream, that's what it's called. Yeah, and it's one-time payment. You love to hear it. Beep beep. And there. Yeah, maybe I'll erase this a little bit actually. Because maybe the fact that it's too dark is a little bit jarring. There. Maybe I'll make this the darkest one. Like the darkest value you could get. A slight glow. Oh yeah. I just added that just so it's not like a flat color, basically. Off topic, dude. People generally base their setups based on their handedness, so I think so, yeah. Like for me, the way that Clip Studio is laid out, I have the whole right section free for my hand. You know, I don't wanna I don't wanna have to move all the way to like the left just to draw. So that's why I have most of my stuff on the right, because I'm right-handed. So yeah, definitely. It's more intuitive. Doop doop. Yeah, it's more convenient. Yeah, well, I'm glad. I'm glad I helped. Yeah, because like I'm the same, honestly. I like to draw anime characters a lot. I'm more of a character artist, I guess. I like to draw fan art. Yeah, I know. Not just in software, it's honestly in hardware too, because I'm looking at my tablet, right? And all my shortcuts, the shortcut buttons are on the left. So you're gonna have to flip your tablet around. Oh my gosh, it's a right hand world. Oh, Nightbot, yeah. Oh, Nightbot really spamming the chat. Doot doot. I don't know. Doot. And there. Yeah, maybe I'll work on something else just to cleanse my palette a little bit. I've been just adding details to this tree over and over. What? I stretch. Oh my gosh. Ooh, left-handed. So you usually have your navigation tools on the right. Yeah, see? Because it's more space, right? For your hand. I'm the same, but the right version. Right-handed version. And I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll add some stars. Ooh, how do you make realistic stars in the sky? Yeah, I was about to do that actually. So the secret to it is to keep it simple. So let's see. So yeah, try not to make them too dense, right? So usually, you see how the top part is dark, right? The top part of the sky is the darkest. So you would see more stars there, logically. And then I tend to add less stars on the bottom. So you could barely see them. So that's fine. I like to start off with like the smaller stars first. And then you add the bigger stars. Maybe I'll make like a separate layer for that. BG. Yeah, I'll make the brightest stars a little bit distanced. There. Add some stars on there. Mind reading. It's kind of hard to copy your... Oh, that I'm trying to... Oh, my colors. How do I describe it? But yeah, like earlier, right? I talked about my values. That's like that's the main thing I focus on. So it doesn't really matter what colors you pick. As long as the values and the contrast is good, you're good. You're golden. Is it better to label or color code your layers? If you don't get lost in your layers, you're doing good. I do not name my layers because I don't got time. Life is too short to name your layers. That's just me though. Like if you want to name your layers, like feel free to. Oh, wrong spray. So maybe I'll start adding like all the glows now, right here. And you can see that I'm starting off soft because I won't I'll harden the layers afterwards. There. And then I'll add like a little glow. I'll add a glow on here. Okay, maybe a little bit more saturated. There we go. Because I want the bottom to be glowing. It would just make sense. Maybe that's a little bit too pink. There. And there. But, yeah, when it comes to colors, yeah, I lost my train of thought. What matters the most is that it works in contrast. So, like, I'll show my drawing again. I'll show you guys another tip. So you guys could work on black and white. Color. Oh, okay, the white, I mean, sorry. So you can see that it works in black and white, right? And let's see. Let me look at an example of my drawings that I'd like to show. This one. And where is it? I'm looking for a specific drawing in my files. There it is. Here. And let me close that. And color. Yeah, so you can see, right, that the shadow, there's like pink, there's like green, there's blue. But then if I turn it black and white, it's just it just works, you know? If it's in black and white, you can't tell that they're different. Right? So what matters is the contrast and the values. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about? This one, copy, get out of here. And then this one, right, you can see like it's really weird with the colors. There's like green, there's like pink, purple. This is like my first time trying it though, so it's not as what's it called, tidy, I guess, as I could do it right now. But look, if I turn it black and white, you see that the shadows still work together. And you can see that some of the colors are invisible, right? So you can see that this purple, right? So that's why it matters more, the values, than the colors that you pick. Because if the values work, right, the contrast is just right, then you can pretty much use any color. Okay, talking way... No, don't feel like you're talking way too much. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing people in chat. But I actually had a lesson on drawing trees and specifically found that... Yeah, exactly. Because... Yeah, I did mention it earlier, right? But the way you draw trees is more or less the same as how you draw clouds. There. There. And actually, maybe I overdid it. I overdid this. Yeah, this looks way more nicer. Yeah, custom brushes. Yeah, I mean, I did make my own brush, but honestly, it's just a modified default brush. So this one that I use, the dense watercolor, what I added was like the slight curve to it, and it's like oblong instead of like just a circle. And then I made it into an opacity brush, so it doesn't blend, right? It does this, and then this is a blending brush. So you can see that it kind of fades nicely, right? To blend it. But then opacity, it does not blend at all. You have to... It kind of just layers on top of each other. Yeah, thank you. And so I'll add like a nice shadow on here. Ooh, when you start drawing something, do you draw the eyes, mouth, nose, and the shape of the face? No, actually I draw the head first. So that's what I like to draw first. Because it's more important to get the shape correct. Okay. Oh, I did not fully merge it. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on the branches just so I could refresh a little bit instead of getting sick of just working on leaves all the time. You're so pretty, thank you. I don't even start with that. First I tried to draw the shape of the head. Yeah, that's what I like to tell about students, right? They always know what they don't like about the drawing, which is good, right? So don't give up, because you already know what's not good about it, right? You just mentioned you think the head, first shot, it came out very ugly. So you said it turned out very ugly, but then try to ask yourself, why does it look ugly? Is it because the eyes are off? Is it because the nose is weird? The ears are weird? So yeah, that's like the first step you have to figure out. And then after that, you try to fix it. That's like the gist of it. Yeah, I'll try to add more texture onto the tree. Add like a little curve around. There. Yeah, personally I draw the head. Because, again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. This is what you guys need to know. Is that there is no right or wrong way of doing anything. What's important is getting the shape right. Is getting it right. It doesn't matter how you got to point A. As long as you get to point B, that's what matters the most. So maybe, you know, you do better starting off with the eyes and then the head. Then yeah, more power to you. But then, if you feel like it needs changing, then yeah, try to figure it out. That's like that's the trick to learning art. Yeah, because you'd be surprised. Like, you're smarter than you think. You know, you can teach yourself a lot of things, and yeah, that's what I learned in college. Honestly, like most of it, you know, like my teachers did give me direction, but yeah, a lot of it really is from me, like interpreting what they taught me. Ooh, how do you live stream? Ooh, that's a trade secret. But if you want to look into it, it's called PNG Tuber, because I'm just a photo. I'm not like a full VTuber avatar, sadly. But yeah, if you want to look into it, look up PNG Tuber. Yeah, I start off by drawing messy, figure out the head. Yeah. So this is how I like to draw, is yeah, a little aside, I guess, for drawing heads. I like to draw the shape first of where they're facing. And then usually, if I'm comfortable, or if I'm not sure about the pose, I draw the nose first. But since I draw this a lot, I don't really need to draw the nose first. And I like to draw the nose first as like a... what's it called? As a nice reference point. But usually when I just know the pose, I just skip drawing the nose. There. Doop doop. And then hair. Floofy hair. But that's usually how I do it. What time is it? Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is my favorite part, honestly, about painting too, is that you get to form the shapes. So you could see the way that I'm making the branch curve around. It's really stylized, right? I'm not really going for like a realistic style, because I don't think there are any trees that curve around in this cool way. Yeah, it's kind of like the same way I do hair, honestly. Like this, like I follow the threads and stuff. Okay. Oh, alright. Yeah, don't worry, the VOD is gonna be up, so if you want to watch the rest of the stream, it'll still be here. So yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, bye Izzy. And then... there. And right there. Yeah, and I kind of like the... okay, I like the tree shape now. Yeah, and notice, right, while I'm painting, I'm not really making new colors. I'm just picking the colors that already exist right here. Because it's usually hard if you add more colors onto the scene. It overcomplicates some stuff. And then I'll add like the light seeping through from the branches later. But I still do want to do that. And I'm zooming out now. And you can see that it's still pretty low contrast, right? I'm starting from low contrast and then I'm just adding more and more lights. Okay. Time goes. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm so obsessed with drawing. It's just so nice. Doop, doop. Yeah, I love drawing. For sure. And then, okay, fine. I'll go back to the leaves. I've been avoiding it for far too long now. So I feel like I I overcomplicated the leaves, and that's what the problem is. So let me... I wonder if I should start over, actually. I'll just use the same colors, I think. Yeah, I'll start over. Dude, get out of here. Yeah, this is the tree. Kinda naked with the glowing parts and all, but let me see. Oh wait, no. I am going to merge that glow dodge. You mean like a real pen? But yeah, for sure. I know what you mean. Like pen mixing, super fun. Let me see. Yeah, I want to make this brighter tree. Doop, doop. Then I'll add the thing back. And there you go. Oh, let's see. I have a graphics tablet. I haven't used it in a while. Ah. Let's see. Draw at night. I know. That's why I love the night. Because, you know, nobody's gonna bother you, right? You can just draw in peace. That's why I love it. That's why I go to sleep at like 5 a.m. most of the time. Oh no. Your tablet. You took it apart? Let's see. Ooh, 418. But don't worry, so when it comes to tools like that, it's always worth investing in it anyway. So if you feel like it's unsalvageable, your tablet, you can always just get a new one. I think. It doesn't have to be like the most expensive one, but the one that works the best is important. Yeah, so I think this time around, I'll keep it more simple. So like this. And there. Kind of looks like a hot air balloon. Ooh, 4:18 p.m. I see. Yeah. Doop, doop. Yeah, also it's because most of my friends are on at like that hour, so that's why I always tend to sleep at like early day hours, like 5 a.m. Ooh, military time. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I heard that some schools are removing clocks actually that have hands because not many people know how to read them anymore. Not many people know how to read clocks with hands. So I've heard. I mean, I'm sure there's still people who know, obviously, but guess it's slowly giving out, I guess. Bruh. Oh my gosh. It is, yeah. But then you gotta admit though, isn't it more convenient to just look and then you know what the time is? But then again, right, clocks are so aesthetic, you know? They have like, it's pretty nice. They're pretty nice to look at, the clocks. Like, they have lots of different designs compared to like a digital clock. Just straight up tells you. So yeah, there's like, that's my appeal for clocks, is that they're very nice, very, very nice to look at. And I kind of want to keep them just for that purpose, not just for telling time. Yeah, and it's just so crazy, right? Because clocks used to be like the pinnacle of technology, you know, because like all the fine gears that need to be put into just like a single watch, right? It's crazy. Objectively worse. I mean, yeah, I guess so. In the same way that it's objectively worse to not know how to drive manual, but you know, doesn't really matter all that much to me. People know how to read clocks or not. Cursive writing. Yeah, so like back in the day, actually, I really enjoyed doing those activity books where you you do cursive writing. That's why my handwriting is so nice now, because I used to do those all the time. Yeah, in the crew draw. Yeah, yeah, especially yeah, everyone has their own unique style, right? For drawing, which is nice. Yeah, Jessie's really likes her line art, and she's really solid with the anatomy. I think Josh and Jessie, they're way more like solid and building their forms than I do. For me, I'm pretty loose. I like to just go with the flow. Still trying to figure out like the best way to basically, what's it called? Let me add this. To do my art. I learned cursive in kindergarten. It was so fun, but you never need it in high school. Yeah. Unintelligible and alien. Bleep blorp. But yeah, honestly, handwriting is more important than you think, because I think that's like that's the least practiced skill, I'd say. Because yeah, in high school, I've seen some pretty pretty ugly handwriting for some people in like my high school days. I don't know, because like it also like leaves an impression, you know, like your handwriting. If it's tidy or not. Yes, Jesse studies anatomy a lot, for sure. It's very rigid, like rigid as in like, yeah, like this is a structurally sound, anatomically built person. Pretty cool. And to get rid of this now, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it should be good. I don't need you anymore. So yeah, I pretty much started over, got rid of it, and it looks nicer now. Yeah, zoology. For sure. Like I see Jesse do a lot of the bones. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like if you're used to a certain software, you just it's natural to feel like you draw better on one or the other. Okay, I'm gonna go back to. Okay, I'm gonna add in the pink. Maybe make it more red. There. Hmm. There. Just like adding little pockets of light. Just to make it more interesting, more fantastical looking. And let's see where I should put. Yeah, I'm pretty much just putting like maybe like glowy sap. I'll see. Right there. And I'll add some right here as well. And then add a little bit of this. There. Glowy white. There. Doot, doot. Doot, doot. But yeah, if it has basic stuff, I don't feel too different. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same. If it has opacity, if it has pen pressure, layer modes, I think I'm pretty good. I'm set, basically. Oh, I forgot to shade this a little. Trying with a computer mouse. I used to do that as well. That's how I started, pretty much. But yeah, I think you should invest in a real tablet though. It's worth it. And it doesn't even have to be the expensive one that has a screen. Like if budget is a problem, just do the screenless one, honestly. So let's see. Switching between digital and traditional changes my style. Yeah, I know what you mean, because you really make too much mistakes in what's it called? Excuse me. Can't make too much mistakes in traditional. Oh, glow dodge. Just gonna add like a bit of glow. Just a little bit. Or maybe, I'm trying to think if I should have. I kind of don't like it actually, the glow. I'll undo it. I'll just keep like a normal glowy tree. And then to refresh my palette again, so that I don't get sick of it, I will now do this. I'm gonna merge the color. Right. There we go. And then I'm gonna add some detail onto the stone. Feel nostalgia about the time you drew with fingers. Small drawing tablet. Yeah. And it would cramp up your fingers, I imagine. Plus sign. Comes and says that Squid Game. That's Squid Game. It's funny. Doop, doop, doop. Are brushes the same as treetops? Oh, bushes. Sorry, I can't read. More or less, yeah. Yeah, they carry over. Like the skills you use for making a bush or a cloud, more or less the same, honestly. D. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do put a lot of focus into getting it 3D because that's what makes it feel real. And it doesn't really take too much to make it feel, to add that dimension to it. Okay, maybe darker now. Stepping stone. Doot doot. And I think I'm gonna lessen the thickness a little bit. Because I don't want it to be too above the ground, right? I wouldn't want people to trip on it. Don't want the level to be too different from the original ground. Also, it's important to just zoom out. don't zoom in too much. So yeah, Nightbot be spamming, yeah. Oh yeah. And let's see there. There. So nice stone. Maybe I'll add another one right here. Doop, doop, doop. Maybe darker now. There we go. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, the leaves are gonna have a lot of work. They look like clouds right now. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Nightbot is kind of weird. Spamming. But actually this... Yeah. Just like doing it 3 at once. Doop, doop. There. And there. And let's see. I should texture this branch actually. Yeah, notice that the more detail that you put in, right, for your artwork, the more noticeable it turns, right? I kind of wish that I kept the original so that we could switch to the before and after, but yeah, I guess you could watch it back again to see what it used to be. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll add more context, a little bit more context onto the ground. Because right now it's looking just like a really basic field. Yeah. I kind of want to add a pond, but then adding a pond would take a lot of effort. Now adding like a little bit of variation onto the grass so that it's not flat. Yeah, Twisted Lane. Reminds you of yeah, Serial Experiments Lane, that anime. How about a well? Well, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like I'll keep it nice and clear actually. Like I don't know about a well. I think that's too detailed and doesn't really tell too much about the setting. Sometimes it's better to just have it be plain. Maybe, let's see. Maybe that's the case. Oh, that's where it came from, yeah. Because honestly, that's one of like the most mind-bending anime I've ever watched. It's not for everybody. I don't recommend it for everybody, but yes, it's pretty good. I watched it with a friend. That's how I enjoyed it. And... Let's see, if I added a stone or something. Just like a basic stone. I feel like that would be nice. Yeah. This is I think this is what I'll do. Add like some sort of engraving, probably. Deep, deep, deep. And what time is it? Okay. You got time. About 30 minutes. And there. 30 minutes more or less. And then again, like I said, the foreground usually has the darkest. Usually. Doesn't have to be always the darkest. So I'll just make it darker. There we go. And also add some of the detail in. No, I ate. I ate before this. I ate like a little bit. And I only eat twice every day. I barely drink. You should blink. You should blink. A little I don't think you need a teacher to tell you that, but yes, you do indeed need to blink. Let's see. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, but cooking is it's another nice art to learn, I'd say. Because cooking, it's just so unique, right? You make something out of your food, raw ingredients, into something else. It's like I told my friends, if a human was ever like an RPG class and had like a special skill, I think it'd be cooking. Just because no other animal in the world cooks. I think that's pretty cool. Because I never played. And the doctor just says, I see. Dude. No need to apologize. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we covered a lot of ground for this one. Right now, I'm just texturing this rock. Giving it some form. So yeah, as you can see, just like I mentioned earlier, dark, it's got some dark values to it, but not much contrast. And maybe this is too smooth. Let's see. Maybe I'll add like a touch of pink. There you go. Touch of pink on the rock. Just like a little bit. 97. Well, you know, this video is live, but usually it tends to pick up, you know, when comes a VOD, so more people could come and watch. So yeah, that's why it's nice, you know, in the live stream, whenever you guys are around, it's good because the stars align, and now you're in the stream, interacting with me instead of just a video. And part of the VOD yang, yeah. And sometimes, if you were lucky, it gets turned to a video, the live stream. Let's see. Timing's always off, yeah. That's fine. As long as you're supporting your channel, we're thankful. So yeah, thanks for being here and watching our videos. Always nice. Yeah, I want to figure out some sort of carving for later, but yeah, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah. And yeah, I'll add more texture onto the grass here. Maybe not that. Yeah. And there. And what else? I'm trying to think of like more like topics to talk about. Doesn't have to be about the stream. Yeah, honestly, let's talk about talking because it's always so funny to me when I think back to when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I was really shy. I mean, I still am really shy, but before I was like, I really didn't know how to talk to people. And it's always so interesting how, you know, everybody says it. Like, wow, where's the tutorial? Nobody ever talks to you, or nobody ever tells you how to talk to people, start a conversation. But yeah, it really is just figuring it out. Just try talking to people, and then you make mistakes, but yeah, you just figure it out. Figure out what's fun. fun to talk about. That's like that's the gist of it. That's the gist of learning how to talk to people. Oh, how many more? Oh, any animatronics I should add to your FNAF pages? I feel like Mango is always the most interesting one to me from the second one. That's because like it's it's like a like spaghetti, pretty much. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, I should look at the chat, right? I shouldn't just focus on drawing. So honestly, I'm just like taking it easy and just trying to strike a balance, you know? Have I ever drawn a unicorn? I have. So let's see. Let me draw a unicorn right now. So I don't know how to draw horses, but I'll draw like a chibi one. There, the ear. There you go. There's a unicorn, and then like I try like a more realistic one, because I have not drawn a horse in a while, so forgive me if it is not anatomically accurate. Doot doot. Horn. And then doot, the ear. Me. Wow, unicorn. But why do you ask? Pretty random. Delete. Unicorns are pretty cool. Gotta be up there in the fictional creatures tier list. Unicorn. The only situation where I talk a lot is when someone is asking for advice. Yeah. Yeah, honestly what I find, right? The best advice I could give to somebody who's struggling with talking is to just don't be afraid, you know, don't be afraid of people like or don't be afraid of messing up, really, because I think that's like the biggest fear people have. They're gonna be like, oh, what if they think I'm cringe? But it's okay. Yeah, think about it. Think of an embarrassing thing that somebody had, like an embarrassing moment. You probably don't remember, right? Because you don't think about it. Because nobody thinks about it, you know? You think about it more than they do, so. I'm cringe, though. Well, you don't think I'm cringe? I'm pretty cringe. Yeah. That's the secret. Everyone's pretty cringe, but you accept it. If you cringe at yourself, then people follow suit, you know? But yeah, there's like a balance to it. Being cringe is being free. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, it's good to learn art, right? So I'm glad. Lots of people watching Wing Canvas. Lots of good work in Wing Canvas, not just me. And especially Josh. Like I saw the finished product. I couldn't catch the stream, but yeah, the little bloop of the water is so nice. I could never animate. Couldn't be me. Cause I want to be a painter, painterly style than like animating movement. Because it's such a different world, but it still does help though, because seeing animators, right? They animate like the movement, so it really helps for anatomy sometimes when I take a look at how they move, basically. It could be me either, but yeah, it was sick. Oh, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh gosh. I think I'll make it brighter. Where are the stepping stones? There it is. Maybe I'll make it more saturated. Okay. Yeah, I'll add just a little bit more. Okay, maybe not hot white. There. Let's see. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more color. I'm typing. Yeah, taking a break. Yeah, don't worry. Like, there's no need for you to feel obligated. You know, just sit back, and I'll try my best to talk about just anything. Let's see. So what am I working on? The stepping stones. You. There. There's you. And yeah, so right now I'm clipping it onto each individual object, because if you look here, right, this one's on the grass and everything below it, but I only want it to be on the stepping stones. So I turn it into a clipping layer, and then I merge it together. Here we go. Why does my English teacher sound like Jessie? Ooh, maybe she lives a double life, who knows? Keeps the room absolutely freezing. I mean, maybe I had, but I do know, yeah, some people, they just make the room too cold sometimes, man. Oh, I just realized that's the wrong layer. But, that's okay. I'll just merge it together. And maybe I'm putting too much detail onto the grass now. So let me get rid of some of the detail. Yeah, because now it looks like, rising up. Or no, I want it to look flatter. I don't want it to look like it's rising up. Beep, beep. How do you know it's not Jessie though? What if it is Jessie? double life. Yeah, I do see that. Yeah, because like art school is more general, right? They don't really, what's it called? I guess accommodate for what you want to draw. But yeah. Your AC or your history teacher. What is my favorite tree to draw? Well, actually, I don't draw trees very often. That's why, like, I'm kind of slow on, like, drawing this tree. Because, like, yeah, I'm slow because, like, I want to add, like, all the nice details onto the tree. But I don't actually draw trees too often. But my favorite tree to draw, I don't know. Because I don't think about it, I guess. I just like the process of drawing a tree with, like, the leaves and, like, the branches. The branches especially. Boop, boop. And I'm gonna add more shadow actually onto the bottom here. Just like the part where the thing does not reach. It'll feel more grounded. Yeah, and here's another thing I want to ask you guys. So this rock, right? I could put a rune on it. What rune symbol do you guys want to put on it? Like, do you guys think of like a symbol to put? Make it look more magical? Yeah, leave your mark on this tree. Magic rune. The Bluetooth logo? Wing Canvas logo? The Bluetooth logo. Protection Peace Rune. Ooh, I gotta look that up. Peace Rune. Nordic. Let's see. Oh, okay, the classic, it's the classic, peace sign. Excuse me. A Pokeball. Yeah, maybe I'll do the Wing Canvas logo. I'll do that. The most fitting one, I'd say. And what time is it? Yeah, we got 9 minutes. Okay. 9 minutes to finish this artwork. So, right, I combined the stone. There. So let's see. Trying to see if I could make more edits onto the tree, because I really feel like I could work on the leaves a little bit more. But I'm trying to think of how. Maybe there. I think what I'll do is I will merge the tree all together now. There, I copy paste it as one layer. And then... Wait, so I copied the rock onto it. Hold on. Yeah, let me arrange my layers. Put away this rock. You're not supposed to be here. There we go. Now it's just one layer. And yeah, I'm gonna clean up. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean up the tree a little bit, add the wing canvas logo, and I think I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions you guys want to ask about, now would be the perfect time. Doop, doop. And there. Maybe I'll add like darker spots actually. More blue. And more dark. Yeah. I'm gonna try to segment them again. So yeah, it's gonna be the opposite. The deeper it is into the tree, the brighter it is, because that's where the light is coming from. And then the more outer you get from the tree, the darker it gets. Outside. Ooh, a yin-yang sign. Yeah. That's the secret. Just the shape. Think of the shape. Think of the colors, the contrast. Yeah, so maybe I will add darker shades onto the trees. Yeah. And make the transition softer. What time is it? Yeah, in 5 minutes. I have to end soon. Doing homework while listening? Nice. Yeah, just have it on the background. Let's see. There. Yeah. Honestly, I think I need more practice with trees because they look like clouds right now. I'm rendering them the same way I would do clouds. But yeah, guess for now this should be good enough. There we go. And then the wing canvas. Wing canvas logo, I guess. I will. Beep. Now I'll try to make it look more. More, what's it called? Symbol-like, I guess. There you go. There. And it should be good. And I'll make the outline a little bit thicker so that I could add this. Question, did you do willow trees? I did not. But I think willow trees, I'm trying to remember which ones those were. Let me look it up. Willow trees. Oh, the ones that droop down. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You just have to change the shape of the leaves. So instead of it being, you know, like clouds, they droop down. So like you start with dark, right? Like this. And then you add in the brighter ones. Like that. So yeah. It's all just a matter of like adding the colors correctly and you're pretty much able to draw any tree. You know, you could draw palm trees, willow trees. So yeah. Glow dodge. Yeah, so I'll make it glow a little bit. This runic on the rock. And then, yeah, maybe I will. What time is it? Like 3 minutes speed run. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about being late. The VOD is gonna be up soon, so worry not. There. Just adding some grass to make it feel more in line with the environment. And let's see. There. And where is my brush? Just adding a little bit of texture onto the rock. There. Then shade. Just like that. And then adding one last glow dodge just to get some lighting on the rock. Make it look like it's glowing. Not that much, but like this. Nice blue. And there. Yeah, adding the logo should become a trend. Yeah, maybe. If we have the time for it, I don't see why not. There we go. And then add a shade. Maybe I'll add like a little bit of edge light like that. And then doot doot doot. Logo Easter egg. I mean, it wouldn't be much of an Easter egg to be hidden if you guys know where it's hidden. Because like the whole point of an Easter egg is that you're supposed to find it. Doot doot. And if you guys just know where it is, that's like half the fun. Here. What time is it? 1 more minute, and then I'm gonna wrap up. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot, right, about trees and how to pretty much render them, the methodology of drawing any tree. So the colors are the most important, right? Get those right. And let's see. Yeah, it's important to get the values and the shading right to make for a great tree. And let's see. Let me add a glow dodge. And that method pretty much works for any method, right? Don't feel like it's only for a specific type of tree. This is pretty standard for backgrounds, is to pay attention to all the colors and the values. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I hope you guys join me again for next week for another stream. But before we go, remember that we're not just a YouTube channel, you know, we're also an art school. So if you want to join a class with me, with Jesse, or any other of our talented instructors, you know, feel free to check out the website. And yeah, sign up with us so that we can take a look at your work personally and help you out, right? And yeah, I think that's about it. Look forward to next week for the new stream. So yeah, bye everyone. Bye bye. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.